Everything.
Oh yeah. We're here, people, in the BOGhouse.
BOG Studio.
All three of us in the same place at the same time.
What?
It's an amazing, amazing situation. An amazing day for the world, the BOG included.
For sure.
But let's go ahead and just start right into it. Which, hey, welcome to the BOGhouse.
BOGhouse.
We're here. We wish you guys could all see it. It's pretty amazing.
It's more than words can describe, really. So shout out to James Helton. Finally officially getting into his roots where they belong.
Yes.
Into the
Yes.
city of Moore.
Yes.
And man.
And here's the deal. I think that the viewers can feel it. But don't you feel like a power? Our power has gotten so much greater.
We're so much stronger now. Yeah. The energy, the positivity. I feel it just driving around town.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
I feel like the city of Moore is like 2 steps away from just falling straight into the earth if our power gets any greater.
We're holding the whole place
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
We really are.
Absolutely.
So, I was coming up with the topics for the day. That's why I'm in the host chair today.
Hot seat.
Yeah, well, it's a little warm, I'll tell you that much, And I think we've kind of stuck with a couple of things, the last couple of head-to-heads. So I went with another thing. And, it's not quite Halloween. I know that you're going to probably have something super Halloween next week.
Sure.
But I did want to kind of jump on a couple of fun topics here.
Okay.
And we've got different types,
Okay.
We'll get right into our head-to-head. Only a typical head-to-head, okay? Not a three-way like we saw.
Okay.
But we got some good stuff here. Now, we can talk about how we want to do this. But the first one is Freddy versus Jason. Now, I was thinking either we could pick the one that was scarier or the one that we thought would win in a fight. I didn't know which would be better.
Okay, well, first of all, they've already done this. It was a movie called Freddy versus Jason.
Wasn't there multiple movies with Freddy versus Jason?
Yes.
Freddy versus Jason in space or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Is it really in space?
I think there was one that was in space.
There was Alien versus Predator.
Oh, that's a
Remember
great
that?
one, first of all.
AVP.
AVP too, So what do you think? Who's scarier?
Yeah, I think we could probably cover both of them, really. With me, always watching kind of these horror movies and stuff, you always think of the killers as being these people that just kind of walk around and like that's not really scary to me. I always felt like, I'm fairly athletic. I just keep on running and he would be able to catch me, But something about Freddy Krueger haunting your dreams.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big dreamer. You guys know I don't have dreams very often, but boy, man, if he could just like pop up and you're basically completely out of control at that point, and that just terrifies me.
Yeah.
Being out of control and not being able to just run away like you can with Jason. Freddy, in your dreams, it's a dream, so he can just pop up out of nowhere.
This is true.
Yeah.
So for me, Freddy is the one that's always been scarier, more so than Jason.
See, I'm with you in the regard that like in a dream you can't get away.
Right.
Right? You're just trapped.
Right.
But I won't even use chainsaws because I'm so scared of them. There's something about a chainsaw. It's the noise.
Yeah.
It's the rattling part.
The rustiness.
The rustiness.
Sure.
And I don't like hockey because of the masks.
Yeah.
So there's a lot happening there. I think Freddy is more terrifying in the like he could get you kind of way.
Yeah.
Right.
Jason appeals to more of my like, I'm just scared of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sure. I think we're about to have a threefer, Jason does have some abilities that we feel like he can like transport himself to places and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, everybody's got to sleep, and you can. That's what's terrifying about Freddy is that like you're trying to fight this thing that you have to do.
Right.
You're gonna eventually fall asleep. There's nothing you can do about it. You can try and try and try. It's just inevitable that you're gonna fall asleep, and when you do, that's when he's got you. And so I think I'm with you guys. I think that's what's most terrifying about Freddy is that he's just like an inevitable force that's eventually gonna get you.
You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you really can't. So hey, first three for there. Hey,
All right.
Here we go. Next one here. All right, so now we went with a little bit more brute force guys, okay? Some brute force characters. Michael Myers. Yeah, and or the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface.
Right.
I'll go first.
Okay.
You know, and listen, Mike Myers has been around for about 1,000 years. It feels like,
Right.
and I'll tell you what, I'm still more terrified of Leatherface. And it's not just Leatherface that's terrifying. Which don't get me wrong, chasing people with chainsaws, like you said, absolutely terrifying. But the one where he had the more recent one where it was like they had his family in it and stuff like that, and they were all involved. Boy, that creeps me the heck out. I can't handle it. The cop is his dad or whatever, and oh man, absolutely terrifying. So Leatherface to me is the pick.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Because here's the thing, Michael Myers is really only after a couple people.
True.
Right.
And he doesn't even know what he's doing.
No.
He's completely divorced from reality.
Yep.
Leatherface, he knows what he's doing. And also, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is just scarier.
Oh,
Sure.
It's just scarier.
terrifying.
Yeah, I think. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Michael Myers, his deal is, I mean, the whole movie series is called Halloween, right? So he only kills on Halloween. Am I right?
I think he just killed on Halloween.
That's when it started.
Okay. Okay. Because I'm thinking like, I just got to stay away from one day out of the year. You know,
It's not like
Texas
the first.
Chainsaw Massacre, like it's an ongoing thing.
Hey, anytime.
But yeah, I think we're in agreement. If nothing else, just the sound of a chainsaw. You know, we talked about that. The sound of it alone is terrifying. You know, I think back to the scenes from the movies where they're all like kind of hiding in this little farm, and then you're just waiting, and then all of a sudden you hear this. It's like, oh my god.
No.
That's, you know, Michael Myers, you just hear the little clanking of the knife against wood.
Yeah.
It's not as scary,
Yeah.
you know. I will say though, if you were to go out, which one would be the most painful? I feel like the knife would be the harder one because you're just constantly getting stabbed and it's just this bleeding out that you're
I
gonna
think
do. I feel like, you know, he could chop your head off with a chainsaw and it'd be over pretty quick.
You think?
So
I still think the moments when you're
Oh,
getting
God.
taken out by a chainsaw would be really.
What if he
Yeah.
doesn't cut your head off? What if he's just chopping off like a leg?
yeah,
You
Or
know,
what if he just
True.
goes?
and then you don't die.
yeah,
Oh man, imagine that. Listen, there's something really creepy. I know they both wear masks. That was another thing here.
right.
But Leatherface's mask is made of like people's skin. You know,
Yeah.
so to me, there's something extra creepy about that.
What was Michael Myers' mask? Oh wait,
There's just a Halloween mask. right?
no. Didn't he have to wear it for some reason?
He had like
Like a
scars.
space
and
jacket?
stuff.
Yeah, something
That
like
was,
that.
yeah. He was trying to look like a normal person by wearing the mask because he had some sort of skin issue.
Why does Michael Myers always wear like a freaking jumpsuit?
Because he was in an insane asylum.
And
Is
you
that
know,
what-
if you look at the mask, going back to that, you know, Leatherface looks kind of like a clown or something. You know, and
Sure.
clowns, of course, we all know are terrifying.
Uh-huh.
Michael Myers' mask looks just sad. You know, he's so like just depressing. He looks like he doesn't want to have to kill. It's like he's upset that he has to go through this.
You
every
can
time.
appeal to his sympathies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
You know, it just really tears on my heart that he feels like that's his escape. You
I'll
know?
tell you, I
That's
would-
how he gets through the day.
I went to a barbecue joint in Dallas one time, and there was a guy that looked like Leatherface working behind the counter,
Yeah.
and I think that's just Texas.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true.
I don't think that has anything to do with him.
Hey, like you were saying, Ray, like maybe you can just avoid Michael Myers on Halloween. Maybe you can just avoid Texas for Leatherface. You know, maybe
Yeah.
he's not as scary for me. Just stay out of Texas.
Yeah.
You know, particularly West Texas.
Yeah.
Apparently. So.
Lock your doors on
What's so
Halloween.
great about dumb old Texas anyway?
Dumb. Can we say that plants from Texas are dumb?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Hey, I think though. There are three for these.
Are we gonna go for a clean sweep?
I don't know. I don't know if we'll make it there
No.
because these next couple,
I
ones.
won't have it.
Here we go.
Won't have it.
All right. Of small characters here, right? Small characters. You got Chucky, the doll who was possessed by a serial killing murder guy,
Yes.
and you've got the evil demon possessed Annabelle. Now, I'll admit, I've not seen all the Chucky movies because when I was a kid, Chucky was the worst thing in the world. Could not handle it. As I've gotten older, I'm like, dude, really? A doll? doll, I would punt that thing to the moon.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Sure. And I think as I've gotten a little older, Annabelle is the one that terrifies me more. Demon stuff, dude, I don't know if I can mess around with that stuff. It's just the whole movie like genre of like with Annabelle and that whole storyline. Those are some really, really good scary movies. And to have her character like encased in like glass in that one room, because everybody's like, hey, you can't get closer. I'm like, dude, she must be really, really bad. Dude. Something must be going on. So, you know, Chucky, just pick him up, punt the dude, pop his head off. Yeah, I'll keep coming after you. Okay, I'll just kick him again. Annabelle, the demon stuff. I don't know, man. I can't get with it.
Here's the thing. I don't find dolls all that creepy. Just period.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're right. Demon stuff.
Yeah.
We're not messing with that. On that note, I gotta go get something out of the other room.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this isn't good. Well, while I'm waiting, there's no way there's a queen suite today, boys. I'm just gonna tell you, because Chucky is absolutely 10 times more terrifying.
Do
I'll tell you
what?
why. You brought it up.
Nelson, what are you doing?
Oh,
Do
my
not pop this
gosh.
thing out. The BOG is not using this.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing this.
gonna open the portal to hell.
Hey, what about next week we do a BOG Halloween special? Or at least close the shades.
We could light some candles.
Yeah.
We could say some incantations.
We cannot use the Ouija board because that's absolutely terrifying.
Okay, so here's the deal with these things. Freaking Parker Brothers made them, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And so I asked my parents for one for like Christmas one year, and I was like, "Well, it says age is 8 to adult, so I must have been 8." And they bought it. They opened the portal at 811 8th Street Northwest,
Gates to hell.
and seriously, I think it's still open. So if any of you want a Ouija board,
No.
what I'm saying is I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, no. Is it one of those things where like you threw it away and ended up back in the same spot again?
Yeah, like Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then every now and then you just hear the sound like. What is that? You find it's the Ouija board.
Yeah.
No, so let me go back. You brought it up, Coleman. The Chucky doll brings back all sorts of terrors from my childhood.
Yeah.
And specifically, you know, I was real young, of course, and it scared me just alone on itself. But for some reason, we had these dolls, and it wasn't even a redheaded doll. It looked similar to Chucky, but it had like blonde curly hair.
Mhm.
But when I was a kid, that was Chucky.
Well, sure.
And I could not, you know, we had all these stuffed animals and stuff, and like I could not sleep with that thing in my room. Could not do it. And every now and then, my dad being the guy he was, would just sneak it into a certain spot, and it would just terrify me. And to be honest, I don't even know if I've seen the Annabelle movies, so this is probably not a great, but just I don't even care I feel like if I saw Annabelle, it wouldn't matter. Chucky would still win to me because it just haunts me from a childhood.
And we were so close. We were so
Those
close.
porcelain doll things, I don't know who decided that those would be a good idea, but our society has really turned those things into a very scary thing. You know, who collects porcelain dolls that's of sane mind?
Old ladies.
Yeah, again, of sane mind.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
What are those? So have you guys seen, like, I know I'm a Disney nerd, but have you seen Toy Story 4? Those little dummies. What are those dolls called?
The Russian things?
No.
The ones that, like, I don't know if they're hand puppets. I don't think they are. They're like those. They look like Annabelle.
Like a
but
marionette?
they're not. Marionette.
Whoa, with the strings?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Those things terrify me. So, yeah, I had a feeling we were going to avoid the clean sweep because I'm not standing for it, first of all. But I just got to be honest, Chucky, always more terrifying.
Okay. At least it wasn't out of spite.
Yeah.
Well, entirely out of spite.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Next one here.
Oh, we
A
got
couple of insane guys. You know what I mean? You got your psychotic break type guys. You know, you got Dr. Hannibal Lecter over there on the left, and then of course the mastermind of evilness, Jigsaw, over on the right. Now, anybody want to go, or I can go?
I'm gonna tell you, Jigsaw was more terrifying to me because he would capitalize on like the fears and then make you do things.
Yeah.
You know that But Hannibal would just eat you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that didn't bother me as much. I think I'd rather just be eaten than have to get a key that's implanted behind my eye or something like that.
Sure. And there's something about Hannibal that's like he's almost kind of remorseful. Like the one of the most iconic scenes that I can think of from the Hannibal movies is whenever the guy is so messed up that he's being
Yes.
fed his own brain.
Yes.
But I'm thinking Hannibal at least gave him some drugs, to make him feel that he wasn't feeling that pain at the time. Whereas Jigsaw puts you directly in a situation where you're going to have to go through a lot of pain in order to get out of this situation.
Yeah.
And something about people that can kind of like put you in those type of situations without actually directly causing you harm. They just put you in a spot and they know it's going to happen, but they can say, well, I didn't actually kill him.
Yeah.
You jumped into this pit of blades or razor blades, or, like, that's how you died. That's like terrifying to me.
The creativity. of
Yes.
Jigsaw,
Like to be able to think through all these like puzzles and scenarios, and it's like a game to him. And crazy.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be the lone wolf here.
What?
Jigsaw does scare me. I'll agree with you guys. But there's a couple of things about Hannibal I just can't get over. In the one movie where there's the guy in the wheelchair that's always trying to get Hannibal and get revenge on him because Hannibal drugged him and then tricked him into cutting up his own face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one that gets it for me, bro. The guy that's can give you something that messes with your head and then he convinces you to harm yourself. You listen to the Jigsaw thing when he puts you in a situation, you're harming yourself to stay alive. Like you're like doing something, you're trying to accomplish a task. Which again, the Jigsaw stuff is scary, but the whole psychological attacks of Hannibal, like of making you do stuff, like oh man, and like you said, the scene where he makes the guy eat his brain, again, you're harming yourself. I can't get over that. Hannibal is just a scary guy because he's so smart.
Sure.
He's like 10 steps ahead of everybody at all times. Even when he gets put in jail, he knows exactly what he's doing. And then the Red Dragon movie with Hannibal, terrifying movie. He was working alongside with that guy and all kinds of stuff. There's something about the whole intelligence and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I think Jigsaw has the same kind of thing. You said thinking 10 steps ahead. I think Jigsaw does the same thing.
Yeah.
But going back to what we were talking about on the previous slides, the mask. Like I know the Hannibal thing. That's kind of his cool mask because it covers him. He's a cannibal and he eats people, so we have this thing. But again, clowns and jokers and all that, like that is terrifying. And the Jigsaw mask, man, boy, I can't even look at that for too long without getting freaked out.
I can't even look at you.
Golly.
Well, here's the other deal. I think the Hannibal movies. There's only like 3 of them or something like that. They're all really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Jigsaw went a little too far.
I didn't see very many of the Jigsaw movies at the end, and they're coming out with another one with Chris Rock and stuff like that again.
Yeah.
I think
I saw 2 of them. How many of them are there?
there's like 7.
But I mean, the Halloween movies, they did that and they went a little too crazy and made too many of them.
That's true.
But have you seen Hannibal? Have you seen the Netflix show?
I've watched parts of it.
It's not as good. Not as good.
It's not as good.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a good guy.
Yeah. Right.
Want to do that, guys? Well, that's all right.
We tried. We got close.
Hey, do you guys remember how big that first Saw movie was?
Yeah.
With the twist at the end?
Yes.
Everybody freaked the heck out.
Yes.
I remember it being a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cutting off your own leg, All right, here we go. Rolling right along.
Oh my gosh.
Couple of monsters here. All right, so we jumped on the monster train. Okay, and I said, all right, movie monsters. Jeepers Creepers. Which I don't even know what the guy's name is. Is the guy's name Jeepers Creepers?
His name is the Creeper.
The Creeper.
The Creeper.
Okay, the Creeper guy.
I looked it up the other day actually.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Or Alien. Now, Alien, you pick whatever alien you want because there's again 1,000 movies with Alien. But the Alien monster.
Alien is, this isn't even like a contest. Alien is hands down the scarier.
Really?
Yes. First of all, they would freaking latch onto your face.
Yeah.
And then they'd lay eggs
Yeah.
in in your chest, and then all of a sudden they explode out, and then that thing. There's no way. I mean, look at him. He's just kind of a thing.
I don't even know what he is.
I don't either.
I think I know where Reese is going with this though.
He's kind of a scarecrow guy. Are you talking about Jeeper Creep?
Yeah.
He's kind of a scarecrow. Yeah, I'm the other way. And you guys know I'm not an alien guy. I will say, you know, my dad, my brother, they love the alien movies. So, you know, growing up, I saw them. I love the movies, really. Something about the alien with the little tongue alien inside, like terrifying.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But the creeper got me more because, again, it hits me in a sense that, wow, this is kind of real. I can relate to this because there's the one movie, hold on. There's the movie where the kids are on the school bus driving through.
Yeah.
And he attacks this school bus.
Sure.
And I remember that came out when I was in like middle school maybe or high school. And it was like, oh crap, I could be on that school bus. You said you're driving to Enid today?
Yeah, I am.
I could just picture on one of those lonely roads on your way to Enid.
Yeah.
You just all of a sudden, and here's the thing, the creeper has wings.
Yeah.
That just does it for me. When he would like come out of nowhere, snatch people, and they just be gone, and you're just walking by, and then all of a sudden you're like,
He gone.
Coleman?
He gone.
Okay. So
Terrifying.
follow-up question. How do we feel about the Mothman?
Ooh.
So I never saw the Mothman. I know what you're talking about.
Boy, now listen, the Mothman is scary. Let me pick Mothman. We'll come back to the Mothman.
Okay.
I know I'm the only one. Alien.
No, I'm gonna go Jeepers Creepers too. Yeah.
Really?
Listen, I like that whole. I like all the Alien movies. The Alien versus Predator one when they're in Antarctica or whatever.
Right.
Great movie.
Right.
And like you said, the whole thing with the guy jumping on your face and freaking that's
Whoa.
terrifying.
Whoa.
With the eggs opening up, it's scary. Yeah, but also that is kind of like interesting to me too. Like I kind of like, oh, that's kind of neat. I want to see these guys. The Jeepers Creepers guy, I'm like. That's the one where they like found them and they were playing the Jeepers Creepers. Like, yeah, see, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't handle that. When you got a song that fits how it's a creepy song and it fits the creepy guy, that's when things all hit perfectly, you know?
Yeah.
A creepy song is worse than being stuck in freaking space with aliens bursting out of your chest.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
that song's gonna follow you forever.
And here's the other thing, to kind of go the opposite way. I'm pretty sure with the creeper, he only comes around like every 20-something years or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So in that sense, you know, the alien would be a little bit more scary. But then going back to the movie with I think it's the second one with the school bus. Yeah, it is because anyway, so the second one, the reason why the bus gets stuck, y'all remember? They get a flat tire in the middle of this place, and the reason they get the flat tire is because they get out and they see this little thing that got stuck in the tire. Well, it's a like it looks like a ninja star.
Yeah.
But the middle of the ninja star was the belly button of
Yeah,
one of the kids from the first movie.
Yep, terrifying.
And I'm like, oh
I
my
remember that.
God, that's nuts.
Now, Mothman. Now,
Yes.
that stuff, boy,
Let me tell you, Mothman is like,
that stuff is true though.
yeah.
Like, give me the lowdown. I haven't seen it.
So there's this, I don't know, this kind of recorded phenomenon. Like people, like before major events happen, sometimes people will see these like dark flying figures.
Yeah.
So
With red
like,
eyes.
so like they were reported in Chernobyl before the Chernobyl accident, and they were reported in West Virginia before this like major bridge collapse and things like that. And so it's kind of this already kind of creepy phenomenon.
Right.
Who knows if it's real or not? But like, yeah, there's something about that that's creepy.
then-
Like knowing something bad.
Like, so
Could happen.
his presence signifies something horrible is about to happen.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And then there's the
Okay.
whole part about the cop, whatever, that was getting the calls. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was
Wait, in the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
yes.
was true.
What?
Yes, all that stuff was true.
Oh,
Dude was getting
no.
calls in the middle of the night, and like there'd be nothing on there but breathing and stuff like that. And this other guy that was like whose wife had died like before that, like was getting visited by the guy. He said he went and talked with the Mothman, and he lost it after that. That stuff is creepy.
Whoa.
That's more like the stuff that I really like reading about because it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
It's
It's a great unsolved mysteries episode.
yes, unsolved mystery. That's where it really needs to come into play.
Now, how old is this movie?
Early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s. You'd have seen it?
I haven't seen it.
It's really good. I did a whole bunch of reading. Yeah, Mothman Prophecies. I read a whole bunch about the Mothman after that too, because I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's another one of those movies where like you don't ever see the monster. Like the monster is not like the Mothman is not doing anything. He's more like a symbol of what's about to happen.
And I think that's probably the thing, like when I think about things that are scary, that's the stuff that's scariest to me is like stuff that could exist, but you don't actually know about it.
Right.
You never see it. It's just something that might exist or might not exist. Well,
Poltergeist,
yeah.
those type of stuff.
Aliens.
Dude, aliens.
I mean, like
Sure.
crap like that where it's like, yeah, this could be real, or it might not, but it might.
Yeah.
Well,
All this creepy evidence of stuff that was happening. You don't really know how it's connected or if it's connected at all. Oh, you should check it out.
yeah, you should.
All right, here we go. Moving right along. Hey, it's 2020. Let's get some women in here. You know what I mean? A couple of evil women. You know, right? So we've got the girl from the Ring, which I don't know if I spelled her name right, Samara or whatever. And you've got the psychological mind power attack of Carrie.
Carrie wasn't evil though.
What she did was pretty evil.
Those kids deserved it.
Whoa, bully.
Victim blaming.
No kidding. No kidding.
I'll tell you what. To me, it's got to be Samaritan. I'll tell you. I'll take you back to when I first from the Ring, right?
Yeah.
I'll take you back to when I first saw the movie. So, I was probably in middle school. My brother was in high school, and we were watching it together for the first time. And the thing with the movie was after you watched the video, right? You got a phone call. Is that the right? Am I thinking right? Yeah. So you would get a phone call as soon as the video got done playing. You get a phone call, and it would say 7 days. And I'll never forget. My uncle knew that we were watching the movie, and literally as soon as that part of the show got done,
Awesome.
calls the home phone starts ringing, and it scared the living crap out of me. I was just like, don't answer it. I was terrified. So for that reason specifically, and just the idea of like something about knowing death is coming, knowing you've only got this long to live, like that creeps me out.
What was it? Do you have to show it to someone else in that
Yes.
country?
Yes.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm with you, Riggs. I almost feel bad for Carrie.
I know.
After she got messed with and people poured blood on her and stuff like that.
Like, I don't think she had any control over that.
No,
situation.
she was just so angry and emotional. Her powers just.
We've all had a rage blackout.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. Even in like the movie that they watch in the Ring,
Yes.
that movie is one of those things like it's showing all these weird videos and stuff like that. It's like one of those ones that makes you really uneasy watching. You're like, oh, this is really wrong. I don't know what's going on, but it's wrong.
Right.
Then she comes crawling out the TV and sucks all your juices out of your. I don't even know how she kills people. She sucks their juices out. Because every time they find the body, it's like there's no water in it. It's all like wrinkled into shit. Her mouth is just falling open. I don't know how she kills them, but it's pretty scary.
She dejuices them.
Dejuiced.
Yeah.
Yeah. She syringed him, just pulled down all the bodily fluids. You with us?
I'm with you. Like I said, I kind of feel bad for Carrie.
Yeah.
And then she went home and she kind of felt bad for what she did. And then her freaking mom tried to kill her.
Yeah.
Her mom kind of bullied her too. Then she ended up in hell
Yeah.
for no reason.
Standing up for herself.
Just for standing up for
I don't
her.
understand.
Oh my
I don't
God.
understand. Well,
There we go.
all right. Well, there we go. Got all those monster guys. I do have some current event.
Okay,
Right? And this
okay.
is one that we talked about this early on. I mean, a lot of people talked about this early on, in like the summer and stuff, and then it just disappeared for a little while. Murder hornets.
Yeah, where'd
I
they go?
saw this.
People
I saw this
now,
today.
first of all, that thing is terrifying looking.
Sure.
Right.
But I did a little more research. I did a little bit of reading of the article. They found a nest in the state of Washington.
Yes.
Okay, it's the first identified nest in the entire country.
Right.
But then I started reading about them. They're like, oh yeah, they look really scary, but they only kill like 12 people a year in Asia, whereas like wasps in our country kill like 60 people because they're allergic and stuff like that. But then I kept on reading. They're like the biggest enemy or the most biggest worry about them being here is they're going to kill all our honeybees. They're honeybee killers, and we've already had a problem with honeybees lately, so that's terrifying.
Right.
But then they were saying that like the way they kill, like the reason that the guys that were gonna go and like kill the nest, the scientists, they were going to wear like these super heavy duty suits because these things have like a huge stinger. They can also spit poison into your eyes. So if they get close enough to your face, they can spit poison at you. They can make you go blind.
Oh my God.
Okay. First of all, I just have to say something. Why can't the people in Asia just keep all their weird stuff in Asia?
Did they have this thing get here?
Murder hornets.
Murder hornets.
We're sitting in my house wearing masks.
Yeah.
Like, just keep your stuff, Asia.
We'll keep our stuff.
And we'll keep our stuff.
You know, we got some weird stuff you guys probably don't want.
Definitely.
But here's the deal. Hornets and wasps are just creepy as it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something, they're like little monsters.
Right.
This has made them 25 times more terrifying.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is cool about how they found the nest,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
they put little like trackers.
Yes.
They put little trackers on these freaking murder hornets,
What?
and they just
Hold on.
follow.
These are dental floss.
Wait,
Yes.
is that the tracker?
Yeah.
Yes.
They put dental floss around it.
Yes.
They made a little wasp toy.
You know
So
that
it's like
thing?
they were like, you know what? Let's go on a walk, little murder hornet. And they're just walking around the block with their murder hornet leashed up. They're like, hey, sit, you know.
He's flying
But
home.
yes,
We're
like,
following.
they put little
What?
trackers on
Yeah.
these hornets, and that's how they led them to their nest.
You know that thing was pissed the whole time.
Oh,
He's trying to shake it off. Can't get it off. Hey, here's the good thing though. I was reading, you know, I was kind of worried that like, oh, we found the nest and they were gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna kill them all. We're gonna take them, blah, blah, blah. Nah.
They killed it.
Hey, they said that they were gonna go in there and they were gonna first clog up the nest with this plaster so none of them could get out. So they're gonna die in there. Then they were gonna cut down the tree to see if there were any larvae or anything like that. And then they would be able to find out if there was any queens that got away and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. No, so much for we're gonna just take care of these little guys. No, kill them, massacre them all.
Here's the deal. We've already opened the box on this one. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Like the second they're here, they're
Yeah.
here.
not gonna be good.
God, murder hornets.
Well,
there we go.
That was a pretty good
That's the
episode.
conclusion.
That was
That was
fun.
good.
Yeah.
I like the extended head-to-head. You know?
yeah, I kept
Don't
going.
limit ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you know?
to 3. It's not a requirement. You know,
I'm with you.
we started growing on, and then my wife was like, "Hey, you should do a couple of girls," and I was like, "Okay, first of all, give me 2 scary girls." Took her a while, but hey,
Sure.
she picks a couple of
She
good
did.
ones.
That
You
was
know?
good.
A couple of good ones. But man, the first BOGcast in the BOGhouse.
I just feel like the energy in here is so good right
Yeah.
Yeah. This has been a great experience.
Tell you what, thanks to the BOG coffee, I think I need to take a BOG dump.
now. Okay.
Well,
Well, there's
A little-
nobody has realized that that's what we're saying.
No,
Like calling
no.
to each other.
then there's people going, that's not what we're doing. Well,
All right.
Well,
Riggs, I think we're going to try a different song this week. Because it's
yeah,
Halloween week.
yeah.
it is
You ready?
Halloween week.
I'm ready.
Bug, 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 bug.